Take a look at the latest on Tropical Storm NALGAE, also known as PAENG in the Philippines.
45 provinces have been affected, 11 most severely. The transportation has stopped and there are a lot of people stranded.
No power for how long?
50 hours more or less, 49 hours.
48 out of 50 hours.
110 died, 101 are injured, and 33 are missing.
Do you blame climate change and the West for being so polluting, or is that dualism? So wait, so are you telling me that in the Philippines they gave it one name and then the international community just came in and said, nah, we're gonna call it Algae? Or are you saying like the original storm is called this and then there's like a double name for it or something?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
It was like PAENG, right?
PAENG,
yeah.
But NALGAE is the international name because it's a tropical storm. But yeah, if you don't know, I'll give you context, guys. PAENG death tolls hits 110 as of yesterday, November 2, my time. 101 are injured and 33 are missing. Well, you might say that that's a small number compared to actual people that are affected. In fact, there are 741,000.
Oh my
777 families that are affected. In numbers of individuals, there were 2,418,000 plus that were affected that have that situation that Amish is showing. Fortunately, my area wasn't hurt like that badly, but the previous one, I think we had the flooded in our house. Not at that level, but that's why since last year we pulled some funds, me and my family, to reinforce the house.
Wow.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, what a suffering. Not that I'm saying you are suffering. I'm just saying like it is, you know, like this is a lot to go through. And then what was it? So you guys had one storm last year and then you basically prepared for it now.
Yeah, my family, we pulled funds. Like I wanted to buy other stuff, but yeah, we anticipated this. So that's why we're better prepared. At least our house gutter roof was reinforced. So that's the numbers. I told you earlier the objective numbers as of yesterday: 110 deaths, 101 missing, and yeah, 30.
That's actually relatively very low for the hundreds of thousands of people that are hurt by this. It's pretty low actually. Which is God is great.
Yeah, those were the reported numbers. There are many numbers that are not reported because they weren't tracked. So yeah.
Are you gonna get out of the country, do you think, or is it that bad that you want to leave, or are you just kind of like, okay, well, there's a storm, it passes?
Yeah, maybe the latter one, more of the latter.
Right.
But yeah, for me personally, it started. So it was Friday. I was a bit tired. As I told you last week, Amish, my cousin died, so we have all the preparation. Very bit stressful.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Needed to do the wake for like 1 week. In the sense, we need to for tradition. Yeah, we need to go to the funeral home, spend all day, all night there for 7 days. For the
7 days, you spend all day, all night. Every time someone passes away, you spend a full day at the thing with them.
Depends on the family. So I was a bit tired, and it was Friday, so I finished work. Like I wanted to chill out a bit, so I was preparing. I prepared the popcorn. I have a popcorn maker at my house, homemade popcorn. So
That's great.
wanted to watch some movies. But then there was a bit of a storm coming. So yeah, we anticipated like maybe 6 hours of power outage. So I did not charge anything. My biggest mistake was not charging my devices, my battery bank, my laptop. I did not charge them at all. So I was just watching, having a good time. But then the following day, so I got 30% left on my battery, phone, 20%.
Well, you seem so responsible. You didn't have the full charge.
Yeah, I consumed it on the previous day. It was Saturday morning, like it completely no more power. So fortunately, I have a rechargeable generator, which I use in these cases. But yeah, it lasted for 15 hours. Then it went out of power.
Wow.
Then I used my secondary generator, smaller one, for compact things.
Okay.
But then it also ran out. So
Yeah.
Refrigerator, all my food was rotten.
48 hours. 48 hours is rain. The power was out.
More.
How long?
More.
No power for how long?
50 hours, more or less. 49 hours.
48 out 50 hours.
I tried to go out, but it was a bit of a storm. I could not go out to buy some ice because I did not have any ice. So the food was rotten. We had some canned foods in preparation for this, so in case of an emergency. So we survived off of that. We reinforced the house so there's no flood in our house, but we cannot reinforce the electrical posts outside because that's part of the government. The trees outside, we can't reinforce that, obviously. So in my garden, some trees fell down, so it's a bit of a mess. In fact, even now there's still aftermath. They're still fixing everything. At
Wow.
least
And
in
then
my
another
area.
one's gonna come. Another storm's gonna come.
Yeah, more details on that in the
Wow.
coming days. Yeah, disclaimer, I wasn't hit that bad because we prepared in advance. Yeah, not optimally, but we prepared. So I'm not saying that I was hit hard as those in the video, but I was hit also. But looking back right now, I'm great that I'm still alive. Nobody died or went missing in my family members.
That's great. You're
They,
positive. You're in good spirits, and you have. It almost gives you like an energization that we will fight back.
Yeah, I mean, meditation helps because you're objectively seeing, you don't react. You just, yeah, you go through it, you feel bad emotions, but more or less it goes away. So you can focus on what you can do. That's the most important thing other than
Yeah.
dwelling in the past. Yeah. So, yeah, meditation help a lot. So hope you join meditation. Then also another lesson is charge everything every time. I
100%
did not
charged.
charge.
Wow, dude.
And sometimes you're forced to do, like, for example, last year, like I know there was a storm coming up, more or less, because every year there's something wrong that happens, natural disaster. So yeah, if we did not pull the funds together, me and my family, then the house would be a bit damaged. So
Do you
sometimes you gotta prepare in advance, and you need to save money for things like that.
do you ever blame climate change and the West for being so polluting, or is that dualism? Do you feel like no sense blaming that, or like I've seen there's like a lot of articles about it that the West is causing the pollution. Do you see that, or like I feel like a lot of people, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm a climate denier, but like when people make that connection, where people are like, even with Pakistan flooding, people made this connection that like because of the West's over pollution that caused the flooding of Pakistan, and I'm like, did it? I guess it caused the ice to melt, so then they're going to be over flooded. But do you blame that, or do you think it's just God's just being, the earth is just going through a thing? That's it.
I mean, if we asked me this 5 years ago, yes, I've seen some facts like pollution is contributing to climate change, disasters, etc. So in the past, I would say, yeah, I blame them. But now, the thing is, when you get older, you realize that even though you blame somebody, nothing's gonna change. You need to prepare and take responsibility. You can't change everything. You can't like say, "Hey, storm, stop."
Yeah.
There are only certain things you can control in your life. In my
Yeah.
case, I could reinforce my house and have canned goods to survive for a couple of days, etc. So
And
I
you're
focus
just
more on that. Yeah.
and you're prepared to just do this every year, or you think it's going to happen every year? Or no.
Yes. What's that saying? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Powerful, dude. And the moral of the story is you are loved because you are loved. Such is the nature of loving kindness. Okay? So now that I've done my karmas, make sure you do your karmas, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and sign up for meditation. Ascension is upon us, foolish! Sign up for meditation immediately! Ha! Am I still here?